Hello everybody and welcome to episode 49 of SimCity 4. I'm joined here today with a special guest.
Dwyrin here. Thanks for having me on, Bone.
Yes. Dwyrin here is also a Let's Player of SimCity. He's been doing it for a while. And he's going to join me today to build this new city called Hyhanna. I'm not sure why I called it that, I just sort of did.
Was wondering how you pronounce that.
Yeah, Hyhanna, I guess. So anyway, we're going to begin our city here. And the idea behind this city is going to help us solve Epic Cove's budget problems, at least somewhat. That's one of the ideas behind the city.
Where's the city in relation to your borders on this one?
Epic Cove is down here. You see where these avenues are?
Yeah, I see.
Yep, that's Epic Cove.
Alright.
So, we'll just extend this. So, the idea is we want to build a pretty dense city here. I'm just going to pick a bridge here. Ooh, I like that one.
Should be a bit different from what you normally do. A lot of your normal cities are rather spaced far apart, it seems.
Yeah. I tend to do that, you could say. Oops. Alright, I gotta rotate that. Did this bridge, looks like this bridge glitched out.
Yeah, it doesn't even seem like it's all the way there.
That's
it's still translucent.
That's very random. Let's blow it up. Goodbye. Yeah, that's a first. I've never seen that happen before.
Yeah, neither have I. Then again, I didn't even recognize the bridge, but then again, I have NAM, so things are slightly different.
Yeah. Alright. There we go, that worked at least. So, in starting a city, now I know that, there's a pretty big difference between the way that I do SimCity and the way that you do. I would say that your style is more, what do I want to say, more technically correct for how you would build cities, whereas mine is more just random and, hey, let's put that there, and that kind of stuff.
Well, I wouldn't say it's technically correct. I mean, there's really no right or wrong way to make a city. Whatever you want to do is the right way to make a city.
Yes.
If that's how you're having fun and that's what you want to do, then you're doing it right.
Yes, I agree with you on that. I think, though, the difference is, the SimCity purist out there would find my style a bit more objectionable than yours. But that's okay, I don't mind.
That's possible.
Yes, and, alright, so what we're going to do is start with a power plant, of course. I think every edition of SimCity. So what do you think, just a normal coal plant, or should we go for something different to start?
Yeah, I notice you usually do coal, or I've even seen oil in your cities, which really surprised me. I've never used oil before.
You don't think that they're very good to have?
I don't like the pollution involved.
Yeah.
I usually just cop out and do natural gas.
Let's see. Is it worth the cost, though, do you think?
Well, I don't do it really for the cost so much as for the pollution. I don't know what's going to be growing around it when I place my power plant. If it's high tech, let's say, I don't want it near a coal or an oil power plant. They tend to get rather upset about that kind of thing.
Yeah, they do. So we'll start with this natural gas plant. If we need more power, we'll just more plants, I guess.
Or you can just bulldoze and change it to what you usually do if it doesn't work out.
Yeah. I mean, the coal plant usually, sort of produces a large area where nothing can be built but dirty industry, which kind of sucks. Alright, so, what I usually do is I just zone some industry near the power plant, wherever that is.
Yeah, that's pretty much remained the same since the first SimCity.
Yeah, there's not too much different about that. Actually, let's make it a big honking square. Turn it into a big land of pollution. At least for a little while. Alright, and let's see.
Depending what you have demand for, maybe it won't be pollution. Maybe it'll be high tech. You never know.
Hopefully, but I'm pretty sure it will be pretty polluting at least for a little while. I'm not sure if the demands from the other cities will make too much of a difference at this point. Besides, all the neighboring cities are pretty, low wealth as it is. This is a very blue collar area. Very.
I see.
Yeah, these.
Oh, that's fine.
All right. Oops. Little square. The one line of unwatered terrain, but that's just on a road, so I think that will be okay.
But that's just a road, so that was perfect.
Yeah, I meant to do that. You know that?
Yep, you counted that out faster than I could see. Congratulations.
Yes, I can count really fast. It's a talent I have. Anyway, we're going to build I'll just build some commercial and residential right here, I would think.
The trouble with doing high density immediately, especially when you start hitting the residential, is it just blows up on you. You go from no people to about 100,000 people almost in a matter of minutes, so
yeah,
I get a little bit overwhelmed with that.
I noticed that when I did that in Epic Cove. A lot of high density residential exploded on me. So, would you recommend sticking to medium density for the time being?
If you had never played SimCity before, I would suggest maybe that's a good idea. If you've played for quite a while, you could probably be okay with it.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, what the heck? Let's just make high density, and they'll build their tenements, and we'll have traffic, but it will be okay. They'll have to deal with it.
Yeah, it can just be alarming if you've never seen that before. If you've never seen that happen, suddenly your schools and your hospitals and everything are suddenly overcrowded. That could be a lot to take in, but...
True. Now, when you play SimCity, do you usually build the hospitals and schools and other things like that right away, or do you wait a little bit into the development of your city? Just realized we were paused.
If I'm doing something for the first time, I'll usually build it up slowly. If I'm just making a feeder city to essentially what you're doing right now, to simply aid one of my larger cities, then I usually go with a style that I've already played before, so I pretty much know what to expect, and I'll know if I can go ahead and build, this school and that hospital, and I'll be able to afford it.
Now, what do you think? If I had a large police station right here in the center of our new area, or better yet, what if I build it here so it covers all the area like that?
That'll be fine. You'll probably need it covered sooner or later.
Yeah, that's something something I'll have to build. I know I'm going to have all sorts of traffic jams because I didn't really think this out. Yes, I know, announcer. Yeah, I didn't really think this out too much. So they're going to be driving all over this place.
No, don't worry about it. I still have traffic problems too. I hate them.
One thing that annoys me is that whatever routine calculates the the traffic patterns doesn't take into account what roads are faster than others. They take just whatever's the shortest route. So it's almost pointless to even build things like expressways or something, at least from what I've seen, because people don't use them.
Yes and no. There's actually a mod to adjust that very problem.
Oh, yeah?
To actually get your Sims to use the fastest way and not the shortest route.
Oh, okay. Is that
I think the network add-on mod actually comes with a new traffic simulator. which actually accomplishes that very thing, along with giving you, extra roads and whatnot to choose from.
Oh, cool. And have you used this?
Oh yeah, I always use it in mine.
Oh, I should
If for
try
nothing
that.
else, then it gives you one-way roads, which definitely become very, very handy later on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have them in this version or not. I wasn't looking.
Well, I do because this is the, I have the Rush Hour expansion pack, and they came with that. So, at least there's that.
Yeah.
Where are we going to put this? Right here, that's fine. This stuff is all going to be expensive. But,
And what you typically want to try to do is anything within that circle for your hospital, you generally want to try to stick in residential there, not so much commercial. You're getting the most out of your schools, which are going to be overcrowded, but that's okay for now.
Okay, so you would say that this area should be mainly a residential area.
I would say that, yeah.
Alright.
Because you got your school and your hospital there, so commercial would just not be as efficient.
Okay. I got an avenue up a little bit. I wanted to make, this all that to a bridge here.
Bridges are cool.
I like bridges. When I was in school, I used to draw bridges on, doodle them. I was kind of weird. I didn't really draw people too much. Drew a lot of bridges and, buildings and other stuff. Maybe I should have been an architect rather than a, retail shift manager. But, oh well.
That is not weird. That's actually normal, I would say.
Yeah,
If you were sitting around drawing demonic beavers, choking squirrels and rabbits and other small animals, that might be a little strange.
Yeah, that might be a little strange. Although that would kind of... That'd be an interesting idea for a... I don't know, a Mario ROM hack. For enemies or whatever. Sounds like something Rowcast people would come up with. But anyway, I'm just gonna make a good series of one-way roads around here and... Oops. Zone it all up. It's going to be a huge, big block. And I'm really hoping that this is a good idea. Alright.
You have one going one way, one going the other way, so yeah.
Yeah, so far I'm on the right track.
Yeah. Only problem people really get into with one-way roads is forgetting that they have to actually specify which direction you can drive on it. So they have them all going right and they can't figure out why traffic's at a standstill.
Yeah.
We can't go anywhere.
The good thing about where I live is that I'm near Philadelphia, and when you drive down Broad Street for about 100 blocks or so, you got streets going each way, left, right. So I just think of that, and it's how I try to design these cities.
That'll work. That'll definitely work.
All right. Oh man, there's going to be so much traffic here, but oh well.
There will be traffic there, but those roads are pretty much double capacity of a normal road since they're all going in one direction. So
right.
It should be okay.
Yeah. I'm going to limit the, what do you think? In the future, when all the neighboring cities are developed, if I just have this avenue as the only, in this area as the only connection, do you think it will become overcrowded?
Since you're going high density, probably, yeah. You might have to, but that might be easy to fix. You could, for example, in the future, put some sort of subway line right there at the beginning of your city, with an exit wherever they're trying to go, and hopefully they'll take that.
That's a good
bypass
idea.
The avenue.
I think that we'll probably need a subway in the future of this city. Alright. Well, we pretty much got this square already.
Looks good.
And then I'm going to add a little bit of just some parks, I guess. I like to add a lot of parks.
They're useful. They raise your caps.
Let's put one there. Put one over here. Put one up there. La-di-da-di-da. Put one down here. I don't know why it's not really that funny, but I'm just chuckling anyway. And
it's a game, you're having fun. That's a good thing.
Yeah. If I wasn't having fun, it wouldn't be a very good game, I guess.
Yep. Stop playing. Move on to something else.
All right. It's time to do this. Let's see. What did I get away with? Stupid streets wanting to. Yeah, the auto streets are annoying.
Knows better.
Yeah. Stupid game wants to put the streets where it wants to put them. You know, it's kind of interesting. I've noticed that sometimes the simulator wants to zones one way, you know, like the thin ones down here, but sometimes it wants to do the big blocks like up here. And I wonder what determines that.
I have no idea.
Because it seems pretty random to me. Oh yeah, this might turn into my most populated city in short order.
Could.
Yes, even though Epic Cove is twice the size of this, you know, we're really filling out a lot of. I mean, if I continue this throughout the entire city, it would be, is what I mean. So,
sure enough.
If I was to in the future turn this city into a feeder city, like we talked about before, what kind of things should I do in this city or in the neighboring city to get money flowing from this city to that city?
Well, as long as you've got a nice dense population of either or all of the above, really, of either commercial, residential, industrial, whatever, then it's a little bit evil, but as long as you don't go too crazy on what you give them and try to remain very minimalist with this particular city, then you should be able to buy, either buy water or electricity or whatever else you might want from your other cities all around. Because I mean, one of my cities that I have right now, that's done in a similar fashion to what you're doing right now, actually, is making about 100K a month, so they can buy whatever they want and essentially sustain my region.
That's pretty cool. Hopefully something like that can work out here. Some more stuff. Man, I love blowing stuff up. Yes.
Oh, then you must love the army base.
Oh, it's fun stuff. I think the bulldoze. Wait, did I just blow up? I think I just blew up a water line.
Your water, yeah.
I just blew up my water. Alright. Oh. Yes, I know I'm spending a lot of money. Advisors aren't leaving me alone.
You might want to pause to get your water taken care of.
Yeah, I ought to do the water first. Yeah, things are moving at a pretty slow rate. Uh-oh. I guess I gotta build another power plant. Hey, Mayor's house. Forget all those other problems. We have Mayor's house to build. That's what's really important.
I put that down.
Yeah, I don't care if they don't have power or water. You know, as long as I get my Mayor's house. You know,
they'll use candles if you tell them to.
Yeah. Oh, you know why there's no water? Because there's no power to the water pump, apparently. How'd that happen?
Picky.
But there was water long before there was electricity.
Indeed, and there's a river not a mile away.
Yeah, they can stop being lazy and get buckets and go down to the river.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Those people are even on the waterfront right there.
Yeah, no, they don't even have that far to go. Alright, this should be turning blue in a second. Whoa. I'm having some scrolling issues here. Going left and right all over the screen. Alright, why is it not appearing?
Good question.
Maybe I have to wait a few minutes for it to, or a few moments for it to register that there's power. You know, sometimes it takes a few in-game days.
Yeah, I'm looking at your.
There we go.
Frozen there for a couple of days.
Yeah, it was January 27th for quite a while. But it's alright, because now we're back in business. One of the problems I had early on when I was playing this game is I overestimated how many water pumps you need, because it turns out one pump can, you know, pump water for a great deal of your city.
It'll last you for a while.
I was building, like, you know, tons of water pumps, and it was costing all this money. I can't really remember, but I think on earlier versions of SimCity, you actually needed more water pumps. Or I might be wrong. I might have been building them there, too.
No, I think you're right. I think I remember on SimCity 2000, I think it was, that I was always building a ton of water pumps. Of course, in that game, you actually had to place water and then put the...
Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a pain. Well, we'll give these people...
It was kind of fun, because you could build these waterfalls in your city. It looked kind of cool.
Yeah, I used to do that. I used to build, like, little reservoirs and little canals that went through all these water pumps. I miss 2000. It was a lot of fun. That was my first simulation game of any kind, was SimCity 2000.
Sadly, I go back to the first one.
Oh, yeah?
The first SimCity, yep.
I've only ever played that maybe, you know, when I was over at somebody else's house and they had it, I played it a couple times, but I've never actually, you know, had a copy myself. So things are developing here. We're gonna speed up time. Yeah, they probably will be throwing out their tenements anytime now.
Did you? I wasn't paying attention. Did you have an elementary school?
I built a high school.
No elementary?
Do I need to build an elementary too?
Yar. Elementary is very, very important.
Even if they overlap in the same area?
Yeah, because you typically have to go to elementary school before you go to high school.
Yeah, I guess
It'd be
that's...
like doing away. It would be as if you bulldoze the high school right now and just put a university. It's like, no one's gonna go there.
Yeah, I guess if they haven't learned their ABCs, they can't write, you know, critical essays or whatever. I'll put one here. Oops, I see some power issues. We're just gonna build...
Is it? You might be able to check to see if it just has its funding lowered. In the beginning, usually when you place power plants and whatnot, they do kick that back a bit.
Yeah. Everyone's complaining. Alright, gotta zoom in. And... click on that. That's pretty much... it's near maximum.
Yeah, it's pretty maxed out.
Alright, I'm gonna build another one across the street. Yes. Natural gas. Hopefully 2 will be enough. I'm gonna hop over to my power thing.
What's your budget like, out of curiosity?
I'm sure it's pretty crappy, but let's take a look. Yeah, I'm taking in less than I'm spending, but then
That's
again...
not too bad considering you don't have much in the way of commercial at the moment, and your RCI is just lit up all over the place. It's demanding industry, commercial, and residential right now.
Yeah.
So you should be fine.
And also, most of the residential that's built is still low density, and when it builds up higher, it will be, you know, more income for me. And more traffic.
You should be triggering the next stage of development pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm already up to 2,500 people. Yep, the beginnings of what will be a immense city. The city of Hyhanna. A very glorious place.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, I think that's just about enough for this episode. After we build this graveyard, man, they've only lived here for a year, and they're already dying on me. It's not very nice.
More people coming in. They'll be replaced.
Yeah, they'll be replaced. Hopefully, they're dying of natural causes and nothing caused by my beautiful city. I'll just put it here. What the heck?
Right next to the hospital.
Yeah, it's short.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking more of your patients looking out the window and seeing graves.
Yeah. Maybe we'll put the patient's room on the other side, or we'll put the I don't know. We'll put like the nurses' offices or something on the side facing the graves. Put their break room or something, so that way we don't have to use it for patients. I didn't think about that, but that's pretty funny. Yes, I'm a master of planning. They're the stages of life. It'd be funny if, I built like the school and the university, then the hospital, then the grave. And then it would be funny if I built like a Soylent Green plant next to it or something. If I ever learn how to mod SimCity, I'm going to want to build a green plant. Just for the heck of it.
Wonder if anyone has.
It's possible. I'll have to check. Well, anyway, that's about good for this episode. So I hope all of you out there enjoyed watching this. And I thank you, Dwyrin, for coming on this episode with me.
No problem.
And for those of you who have not seen his SimCity 4 LP, I urge you to check it out. I will leave a link in the channel description. So yeah, check that out. It's cool. And I will see everybody later with more SimCity and stuff. So goodbye, everybody.